Myself and 3 others were temporarily not there to the others. Setting and backstory. I, 42F, work at a summer camp in upstate New York. I'm a nurse, and the infirmary is right across a little golf cart path from an open-sided shed called the milk station. The milk station is a roof held up by 7-foot-tall 4x4s in each corner. There is no obstruction of view from any side. The health center parks our golf cart on a little gravel spot next to the stairs to the clinic. It's loud, crunchy gravel, and is definitely noticeable when someone parks there. This space is directly across a 5-foot-wide golf cart path from the milk station. Just so everyone can picture this, the area where this story takes place is about 20 feet space of linear space from the milk station to the parking spot. You cannot be looking toward the clinic and the golf cart parking from the milk station and not see it. There are absolutely no obstructions to the view. It's just an open path, no bushes or plantings on either side. One day, near the end of the summer of 2019, I left the clinic with a coworker to go across to the other side of camp. We walked down the steps to the clinic and got into the golf cart to drive to the other side. There were 2 other staff members eating lunch and talking while sitting at the milk station. We waved, made small talk, and left. 10 minutes later, we got back to the clinic, parked the cart, and as I exited the cart, my butt hit the bike bell we had mounted on the side rails. I laughed at myself for making such an obnoxious exit to the golf cart. As I walked around the cart, I looked over at the milk station to make a self-deprecating joke about the bell, but noted that the other staff members had gone. I went inside the clinic and dropped off my things, and then walked back outside about 5 minutes later to walk down to my cabin. As I walked down the steps, I noted that the other 2 staff members had come back to the milk station and were seated where they had previously been when I first left. They looked surprised to see me and asked when I had come back. I said a few minutes before and then asked them where they had gone. They looked genuinely confused and said they hadn't gone anywhere. They hadn't left the milk station the entire time and hadn't seen us come back to the clinic. I was bewildered. I told them about hitting the bell with my butt and checking the station for them when we returned, and that they were definitely not there. They were equally bewildered because they had not seen nor heard us drive back up or get out and pass within 10 feet of them to go back into the clinic. I wanted to verify all this with my friend, so I called her out of the clinic, and without any explanation, we asked her if she had seen them when we had returned to the clinic. She said no, they hadn't been there, that she had looked over to make a joke about them taking an extra long break, but that they weren't there. None of the 4 of us were ever able to explain why we hadn't been able to see or hear the other pair on our return to the clinic. I work at this camp every summer, and nothing like this has happened since then. This is as close to a glitch in the Matrix as I have ever come in my life.